opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the ring. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. All right, now let's go courtside for a story on MP's remarkable season.
Thanks, guys. Well, he's been shooting lights out all year long. He's now made the second most triples ever in a season. And, you best believe it, no shot is out of his range. Yes?
Yeah, he's a real flamethrower, isn't he? And for a few games now, we've talked about how determined MP is to be their driving force offensively.
I think MP has exceeded any expectations that were created when he promised to score more this year. The way he's been attacking on offense, demanding the ball, getting buckets, those weren't just hollow words we heard from him. He is clearly a man on a mission.
Let's toss it to the sideline, where we've got more on MP's historic season.
Thanks, guys. Well, he's made history. The most three-point makes in a season and still going. Every time he touches the ball, something special can happen, and opposing defenses are working overtime to try and stop it. Back to you.
He is so fun to watch. Good stuff there. Thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. We've got Kristaps Porzingis, Bailey out there with Filipowski. Then there's Davis.
Well, the size is there, but the vertical is what really is eye-popping with Aaron Gordon.
And tonight is the first of a two-game series between these teams.
B.A., we don't see it a lot, but you do see it occasionally. And the reason it's fun, it's almost like a mini playoff series.
Knocks it down from distance. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, all the way up there at 7-2. I mean, it must be pretty easy for Porzingis to see the floor.
Murray passes to Gordon. Now here's MP. Denver moving it around. Here's Strawther. Back to MP. There's the three. And again, Denver with a three.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
Here's Bailey. Again, Utah good for two.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Back to MP. From the arc. Here's Jokic. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
So listen, I mean, whether you put a body on Jokic or you don't, he will sneak in there for a second chance opportunity.
Pass to Filipowski. Porzingis, high post. Back to Filipowski. 6 to shoot. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
The more Porzingis proves himself a threat as a passer, the more dangerous he can become as a scorer.
Back to MP. Here's the three. Again, MP missing. And so Davis will bring it up for Utah. Trailing by 2. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not. And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession.
Denver has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Jake LaRavia. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Collier. And it's Williams in at the shooting guard position. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
Pass to Clark. Markkanen against MP. Knocks down the triple. Blakeney's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's gonna make you pay.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by Anthony. Here's Collier. He's scoreless. Markkanen misses. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Kings was all business. He finished with 30 points and moved the ball well, feeding the hot hands. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
From deep, MP. Williams grabs the board. Jazz trail by 7. Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
And here's MP from outside. And the three-pointer goes. Blakeney's got 12 points now in the quarter.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
The Nuggets on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. And Yabusele slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
And now that's his second foul, so they're going to have to nab.
.125 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Davis. And here's Markkanen. Lets it go from deep. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Markkanen's got his third basket on the night right there. Clark finds MP. This one for 3. And again, Denver with a 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And Bailey gets it to go.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
The Nuggets lead by 8. And MP throws it down.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
For Utah, they've gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. 41 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Sinks the tray.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. They held a 12-point lead earlier. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
On the wing, Murray beyond the arc. Murray with the 3 ball.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so that brings the first half to a close. The Nuggets on top, up by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the... And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Nuggets. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. The Nuggets lead by 10. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's MP. And it's Strother in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for David Adelman.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Porzingis sets a screen. Davis from long range. Rebounded by Blakeney. Blakeney's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Strother. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Blakeney's got his 7th assist here tonight. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, BA, the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because it's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Murray finds MP. Pass to Murray. Launches it. Sends it home from three-point land. Murray's got 6 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Outside Davis. And here's Bailey for 3. Utah with another miss.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Back to MP. Pass to Murray. Puts up a 3. And again, Denver with a 3.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, BA, his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and of course, that killer mentality. Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Pass to Bailey. A shot to stop the run. Jokic grabs the board.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
And Gordon with the big finish.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Filipowski, the pass to Porzingis. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. Porzingis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
That's what you call using your size in the painted area. Kristaps Porzingis, easy work right there.
Denver moving it around. Back to MP. Over to the wing. Here's Strother. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Strother's got 10 points.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And Denver making a change here. Brown's checked in. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Davis. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Collier. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Now this shows you how dynamic Lauri Markkanen is as a scorer. If he feels good, boy, the numbers come in a hurry.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Murray. Now Jokic, defended by Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. And again, Denver with a 3.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Gordon. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 6.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
They double him with MP. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Denver. Blakeney's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Gordon with the basket on the assist by MP.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
They double him with MP. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. To stop the run. Rebounded by Blakeney. Blakeney's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Jokic. And it's Denver with another.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. The Nuggets on top. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a...
The Nuggets winning this one.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. And it's almost that. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. And by now, we know how much emphasis MP's been putting on his offense. He wants to be the leading scorer every time he takes the court.
And boy, has MP delivered. It's so apparent how much preparation he's done coming into games. He knows all the ways to break down an opposing defense. Anywhere there's a weakness in the D, he'll find it and turn it into points.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Then it's Yves Missi. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Douglas in at the two-guard spot. Hurtling down the home stretch of this season, Greg, what do you make of potential first-round series in this postseason?
Well, there's certainly some matchups that I think plenty of fans would love to see. But we still have a bit of time for things to kind of fall into place. That's what makes this time of year so exciting.
Jokic kicks to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Back to MP. Pass to Gordon. Here's Strother. Shot clock at 5. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver. They're taking on DeJounte Murray, the long, skilled guard, and coach telling me pregame, when he's locked in defensively, Murray is a problem. He can create havoc on the perimeter. Plus, I like how over the years he's built on his offensive game. DeJounte is such a solid player. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
Here are the Pelicans now. Denver able to drain the three to the middle. Up and in on the layup. He has 5.
The length of Murphy can be surprising. He's 6'8" with a good wingspan.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. To the inside. Kicks it out to Williamson. A three-pointer, no good. Nuggets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Murray. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Murray scanning the floor. Launches a 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Heat. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Aaron Gordon able to use all his athleticism on that one.
Pelicans trail by 5. Floats it up for Williamson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's a high percentage play. Zion is a dangerous lob.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Some changes for New Orleans. Queens checked in. And Howell subbed in for Murray. Here's Murray. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never wanted to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
Here's Queen. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game, and the shot is good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Back to MP. In the corner, it's Brown. To the right side. Here's Yabusele. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Blakeney's got his 7th assist here tonight. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Williamson throws it down.
Well, to Zion, a little bit of contact is nothing. I'm not even sure he feels it.
Pass to Clark. Back to MP. Here's Yabusele. MP outside. In the corner, Murray with it. Cans it from downtown. Murray's got 7.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Denver.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Herbert Jones, and it's Sissoko in at the 4 shot. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Heat got the job done. He ended up with 44 points, and he helped stretch things out with a few 3-point buckets. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Denver making a switch here. Struthers checked in. The Nuggets moving the ball around. The 3 from MP. Bangs on the trifecta. Blakeney's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Williamson. It's Clark with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And Jones slams it home.
Well, when guys like Jones elevate, watch out.
The Nuggets leading by 12. And here's MP for 3. Drops in the tray. Blakeney's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Defying the laws of physics, Zion Williamson.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. The 3 from MP. And again, Denver with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray comes in for Anthony. And New Orleans also making a change. Mesey's checked in. Williamson finds Mesey. They double him with Jokic. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And stolen by MP. Murray against Williamson. And here's MP for 3. Pelicans pull it in. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, the lack of effort they showed on the glass is just unacceptable. And I'm sure the coaching staff will let them know about it.
GA here about 3-level score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Count it. Jokic has got his first points of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Deep 2 from Murray. And it's Denver with the rebound. Blakeney's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Crowther's got 10 points in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Douglas has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Blakeney passes to Clark. Lets it go with the 3. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Clark.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Queen. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Takes a step back. 6 on the shot clock. Douglas can't hit.
That miss was caused by the defense. They were all over him.
And a deep 3 from MP. Offensive rebound. And it's Clark slamming it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands up. So it's Denver holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense. Can't keep up with those guys. So the D.
And now, how about a peek at... Thanks for spending half...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's MP. And it's Strother in a 2-guard. That's the group that David Adelman's going out there with to start the second half. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball." Back to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
He chucks up a lot of threes. Murphy clapping back in a hurry.
MP looking around. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. And that's now 27 points for MP.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The drive by
Well, good luck stopping Zion in the lane. He's a wrecking ball.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And it's Williamson missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling. He was practically levitating over the floor. Aaron Gordon.
And that one drops. Williamson's got 12 in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
They'll be with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by MP. Inside runner, in deep. Jokic drops it in. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
Strong move from Jokic. The big man showing off his ball skills.
And finished off by Williamson.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And here's MP for 3. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
How about the hustle from Murray? His teammates appreciate effort like this.
Fires the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here's MP for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Blakeney's got 35.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Williamson with the bucket.
And not relying at all on the 3-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Got that one up quick. Blakeney's got 38 points.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
New Orleans moving the ball around. And stolen by MP. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
There's so much that Jamal Murray brings to the table offensively. He is such a critical piece of their puzzle.
Pass to Yabusele. Out to the right wing. Brown, good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Brown's got 11 points.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible. Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
2 on the clock, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And as we conclude the 3rd quarter. And the mid. And so it's Denver taking care of.
New stars. After a long journey through the regular season, taking a look at the Nuggets, they come in with home court advantage, but I don't think many people expect them to skate right through.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if this series isn't hard fought. Right away, they're going to have to get into the take no prisoners mindset that you need in the playoffs.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the floor. Then it's TBC, then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's Douglas in at the shooting guard position. And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
I had a chance to chat with MP about comparisons to Hakeem's Rockets of the mid-1990s. He told me any team that repeats a championship is something to study, and that he admires the sheer will that Drexler and Olajuwon put on nightly, and how the role players were always ready to step up in key moments. We definitely see that influence on this team's approach, guys.
Yeah, that willpower, that really sets a championship team apart. Thanks, Allie.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Launches it. Misi grabs the board. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Murray with it. Checked by Murray. Pass to Douglas from deep. And it's Denver with a rebound. To the left side wing. Here's Strother. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Blakeney's got 3 assists in the game. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Back to Jones. Three-pointer. The shot off that time. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And here's MP from outside. And again, Denver with a 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For New Orleans, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Williamson outside. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Douglas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. And the Pelicans miss again.
Trying to match 3, sometimes you get too amped up and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
And it's good. 2 points.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Clark is checked in for Gordon. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Murray with it. Checked by Murray. Outside Jones. They need this. Rebounded by Blakeney.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
The 3. The rebound by Murray. Pelicans trail by 7. Pass to Douglas. Williamson for 3. He buries it from 3. Williamson's got 5.
This is the next step for Zion. He needs to keep knocking down threes consistently.
Out to the right wing. Back to MP. Lets it go from deep. Pelicans cleared away. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Already with the second foul, the coach has a decision.
And for Denver, they're shooting a solid 47%. Ersan Yabusele out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Cole Anthony. Then it's MP. That is Brown in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And that's the risk you run when you leave him in with 2 fouls.
Pick it. It's the Denver Nuggets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded run.
An interesting poke. That does it for halftime.
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. It has been a clinic out there by Zion Williamson.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So for the Pelicans right now, Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Then it's Misi, then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's Douglas in at the 2-guard spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Celtics had a nice performance. He ended up with 26 points and moved the ball well, feeding the hot hands. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he could...
And here's Anthony. Christian Brown out there with Anthony. Then it's Gershon Yabusele. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Blakeney in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. The 3. Rebounded by Denver. Yabusele's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Lets the 3 fly. And MP with a basket on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got 4 assists now tonight.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Counted from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Drills it from deep.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
About a minute and a half into the 4th now.
Just a little too aggressive, and now he's on that brink of fouling out. Expect their opponent to really go after him now.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And Zion living up to his full potential tonight. He can be a terrifying matchup when he's playing with energy.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And that's now 24 points for MP.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Denver moving it around. Pass to Anthony. MP outside. This one for 3. And again, Denver with a 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the 3-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
They get it back. Fires the 3. Can't get it to drop.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
Takes a 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Williamson passes to Queen.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To stop the run. And Trey Murphy hits from deep.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Yabusele. And Yabusele slams it in.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
The Pelicans have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. And Anthony slams it in.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
They double him with MP. Pass to Queen. Williamson right side from behind the arc. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
And capturing the series momentum up front, this is a monster Game 1 win for the Nuggets.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth.
So no problem for Denver as they get the win. And it always takes a...
What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot?
Here we go. So the Nuggets win the tip. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Inside form, it's Gordon and Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's MP. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard position. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points of the ballgame. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Here's Reed. McDaniels gets a wide open look from outside off the mark. And a wide open look for MP. And the Nuggets hit again from deep. Well, MP's coming off another great season, being named to his third All-NBA team.
And to some degree, he's made it look so easy, so effortless. That's what the great ones do.
And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Gordon. Wide open look here for Murray. Another three for Denver.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Minnesota. 9-point game. Randall is doubled, and the foul called on MP. That'll be his... Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They are 4 for 9. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And there's Jackson. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Sears in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Pelicans got the job done. He scored 45 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Allie, we appreciate the update. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Anthony, good, and the assist goes to MP. And that's now 7 points for Cole Anthony.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Anthony on the double team. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A fourth would be inexcusable.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And a switch here also for Denver. Slaughter's checked in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
It's good from long range. Blakeney's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes.
And here in the... So it's Denver holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be right back after this.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's gonna be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Seeing how things are shaped. Thanks for spending halftime.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
So on the floor for Denver. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's MP. And it's Strother in at the 2 guard. Pass to Reed. Now here's Randall. Jacks up a three. Grant Jokic with the rebound. Takes the three. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Gillingham with it. Outguarded by Murray. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Another miss by Minnesota. To the middle, here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Outside Edwards. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Buries it from three-point range. And that's now 21 points for MP.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
And the foul called on MP. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Sears in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And the foul called on MP. That will be foul number 5. So Timberwolves making a change here. Martin's checked in, and Denver also making a switch. MP's checked in for Gershon Yabusele. The three from MP. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Martin with a screen on Anthony. Pass to Martin. Here's Santos. Another miss by Minnesota. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Denver. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is
so it's the
Timberwolves fans, we hope you'll come.
Here we go. And it's going to be Denver off the tip. And so let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. And it's Blakeney in at the 3 slot. Here's Dillingham. And the 3 off target. MP finds Gordon. Back to MP. Takes the 3. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, nice vision from Gordon. He knew his teammate was there all the way. Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
He's sure drawing those whistles. A couple of quick ones here.
The Timberwolves trail. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Then it's Isaiah Joe. Then it's Jackson. And it's Sears in at the point. And so that brings the first half to a close. Nuggets ahead, up 6. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Hello.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through, seeing how things are. Thanks for joining us.
And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they grew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for David Adelman. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. And it's Blakeney in at small forward. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He ended up with 26 points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. And he jams it home with authority.
What bounce from McDaniel, just leaping into the air for that goal.
There's the 3. And MP with a basket on the assist by Murray. And it's 9 points for MP.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Pass to Dillingham. Back to Edwards. Puts up a 3. Edwards connects from outside.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
And here's MP from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Blakeney's got 9 points here in the second half.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Well, that's 5 now. It'll be interesting.
Substitution on court.
Reed finds McDaniels. Rebound by the Nuggets. 17 points was their biggest margin. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. Edwards out there with Dillingham. And it's Reed in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
The defense had him confused early on, but he's responded in the second half with some assertive play.
They double him with MP. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Since halftime, they've raised the defensive pressure, and now they're turning him over.
Let's loose for 3. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown. That's a tough walk back to the showers. Pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of them.
So no problem for Denver as they get the win. Many league observers